All right, we'll get started in just a moment, waiting for everything to get connected. Anastasia Gilmore, hello, hello. How are you doing? Even got that chocolate chip cookie out there. Lovely. Maddie, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Nikki, hello. Very enthusiastic hello. Hey, Blair, you actually made it on time. Yes, you did. Oh, sorry, Anastasia. Good positive vibrations, good positive feelings, healing prayers for you and your family. Oh, I know it can be hard, but you know, we're we all love you, and I will definitely keep her in my prayers. All right, so we'll get started shortly here. Just waiting for everything to get properly connected and everyone notified. Rebecca, hello. Okay. All right, so I think we'll get started, and we'll see how the evening goes. Um, Probably going to be doing a few mediumistic readings, and then after uh, guidance with the cards. All right, so right, okay. All right, so if you can take any of the information that is given, um, make sure to let me know, get my attention, cookies, exclamation points. However, you can do it is fine. Um, you should be able to take most of the information. And remember, if you're ever given any advice from Spirit, it's your personal responsibility should you act upon it. All right. So just give me a moment and we shall start our evening. Hmm. Okay. So as I'm blending with Spirit, my attention is drawn to an elderly man. I do see him in a hospital bed. I do see him with a respirator on. Um, he lets me know that he did pass from COVID. Um, and the age would be, or I'd say plus or minus, like around 68. I'm seeing 68 with him. Okay. Um, you would understand and remember that he wasn't particularly healthy. Um, and that, he just ate like whatever he wanted to eat. Okay. Um, so he didn't have a particularly healthy lifestyle, though very, very loving and affectionate. Okay. Um, he also shows me that he was a smoker as well. Okay. Um, so I do see him with, receding hair on the top and greater brown hair on his side. Okay. Um, as I'm asking him to show me more, um, he also does let me know that he was kind of this like tough guy. So you'd remember him being like this really kind of like stubborn, tough guy while growing up. Um, Very headstrong. You couldn't convince him to do anything otherwise. And as I'm, you know, giving him more space here, I'm also seeing that, he was, okay, so I'm getting like Navy from him. I'm feeling that he was in the Navy as well. If anyone recognizes the gentleman, let me know in the chat. If not, I'll get a few more pieces of information from him and I shall continue. And you would recognize him to be your father. Okay. All right. Looks like we may have a message for someone that's not willing to respond, and that's okay as well. Um, or if you actually are watching this video in the future and you recognize this gentleman, please send me a message. I'm very curious about this because I did feel his connection even before I started. All right. So let us continue. Shout outs to Helen. Good to see you. Kyla, hello. Good to see you, Dee. Hello, Patty. Michelle, hello. All right. All right, so we shall continue with our evening here. And looks like we just got a lot more people that joined. So we're going to be doing a few mediumistic readings. Um, Make sure that you get my attention. I'm not checking private messages until after the event. So if you sent me a private message, I'm not responding right now because I'm live, but I will check those later. If you can respond live, I do definitely appreciate that. That's true, D. I get a lot of scam calls every day. Melissa, hello. All right, so let us move forward. All right, so as I'm continuing, and Julu, we're going to be doing cards in just a moment. So as I'm blending with spirit, my attention is drawn. I'm drawn to this woman, and she tells me that she's here for her girl. Okay, like her little girl. Okay, so this woman that's coming forward, you recognize that it would be your mother. Um, she she presents to me as being, kind of like really super energetic, um, but also smaller in stature. Okay, um, you would recognize that she kind of cracks me up a bit too. um, so like as I'm moving, like as I'm blending with her, I mean she's like showing me like the wooden cooking spoon type thing, like she's gonna like smack me if I don't get it right. Um, the woman, she, so she you'd recognize her to like chase chase you around with this spoon, right? Um, the particular moment, you would actually recognize it to be broken at some point as well. Okay, and that caused a commotion as well once the spoon was broken. Um, so as I'm moving forward with her, um, she okay, she tells me that you would remember that she would have been born in the 40s. Okay, I'm getting 1940s off of her. Okay, um, right. Okay, and that her life, like that she was. Okay, so that sounds familiar to you, D. Okay. Would you recognize that she had a tough time kind of growing up? That money was tight. She was born 1942 in May. Okay. All right. Okay, D. Does sound like the information matches. Let me continue with her. Do you remember at any point that the spoon was broken? Do you remember the spoon being broken at one point? Okay, you do recognize that money was tight. Okay, perfect. Thank you for that, D. Okay, so let me see if I can go a little deeper with her, D, and see why she's here for you. Okay. Okay, so as I'm going forward with her, D, um, I'm hearing the words never give up. Okay. So the message for you here is, to not give up. Okay. Also, she's letting me know that she's like she's tapping you on the shoulder. So as you're going throughout your day, you would feel like actual contact, but and she's letting me know that you would turn to look, but no one would be there. Okay, and she's letting me know that this is actually her. Okay, um, and she's letting me know that despite things being hard, and she's reminded of times um, when it was hard when she was growing up, when money was tight and things were tight, right? She's saying like, listen, like we never gave up and you're not to give up either. Okay, to keep moving forward no matter what. Okay, that she is with you. Okay, and she's making her presence known to you. Okay, and she does understand and recognize the hardships going on right now. Okay, and this is the reason that she's ultimately coming forward for you right now, G, is she sees that similarity that I would say. Okay, and she's ultimately concerned for you, and she wants things to work out in the best possible way for you. Okay, and she's letting me know, and she's like, but you got to do your part. Okay, that you got to fight for it too. Okay. And and as I say that, I feel like she's either smacking me or pulling me by my ear, like, come on, like dragging me this way. Okay. So I feel that that contact that she gave me was just for you to kind of like slap you awake and be like, come on, let's go. What are you waiting for, D? Okay. Um, so no matter what's going on in your life right now, D, follow that advice. Know that mom's there. She's really out to take care of you. Okay. So when you do have that feeling, that she's around. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, and ultimately never give up. Okay, D? All right. Much love to you. Much love to your mom. I do like her quite a bit. Hey, Nana, great to see you. Hope everyone is well. Yes. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. So, I'll divide the evening up. So, for the next 20 minutes or so, I'll do some cards. Okay. All right. So, if you're interested in a card, let me know in the chat. Do a couple cards. And if I feel spirit coming close, I will move to that communication. Okay, let's see. Thank you, D. Yeah, send me a photo. I'd like to see if it's the same image I saw. Okay, so let's start with Deanne. All right, let me give my deck a shuffle. All right, so I have the Serenity card for you. Okay, so what this tells us is that it's very important for you to start to take better care of yourself, to honor that mind, body, soul connection. Okay, ultimately, right now, they might seem a little chaotic for you. Uh, and this is Spirit's way of saying, listen, step back, take a little time for yourself, make a little bit of peace in your life. Okay. It's ultimately really important for you right now to have a little bit of that serenity in your day to day life. Okay. So please, a little bit of self care right now. It's going to go a long way. Focus on that serenity, focus on grounding. You're going to feel a lot better. Okay. Anastasia Gilmore. Okay. Card from your dad. Absolutely, dear. Okay, so I got the light card for you, Anastasia. All right. Ultimately, dad letting you know that you are the light, that you are this beautiful, powerful energy. Okay. Do not let anything get you down, is the message here. Okay. Be the light. Stay positive. Stay focused. Okay. Let me see if I can clarify that for you, if possible. Okay. And got the support card. Okay. Ultimately, dad is there letting you know he's offering his support, letting you know to be that light, letting you know that he is there. Okay. He is there watching over you all, doing the best he can to support you during this time. Okay. Um, and that card, it's a clear indication, it's a clear sign from spirit that they are there supporting you at this specific moment in time. All right. So ultimately, he's letting you know he's there and he wants you to be that light. Okay. Much love to you, Anastasia. All right, let me see. Looks like I got Melissa. Choices. Okay, so card is choices. This lets me know, Melissa, that a lot of different possibilities are opening up for you in the near future or immediately in the present time. Okay. Ultimately, it's up to you to what door you open, to what choice you take. But let me offer you this advice from Spirit to follow your intuition from your heart. Okay. Think of the times where you've gone against your intuition and how has it worked out. Follow your intuition. Make the right choice moving forward. Okay. Spirit will help guide you down the correct path. Okay. And I would also like to say that they're letting me know, don't rush it. Much love to you, Melissa. Okay, looks like I'm on to Debbie. Okay, Debbie. I got the cleanse card. All right. This card lets me know that, ultimately you have a state of imbalance at the moment. That energy might be kind of like out of whack, that you might be taking up too much exterior energy. And this card lets me know that, it's time for you to cleanse. It's time for you to do meditations or rituals to cleanse your aura, to clean that energy around you. Okay. Oftentimes, I pull this card for very empathic people because they tend to absorb energy that's around them. Okay, Debbie? So that's something I want you to be mindful about. I want you to focus on grounding and cord cutting. Okay. It's ultimately going to help you a lot. And you're going to feel that kind of like anxiety and frustration leave as well. Okay. Okay. All right, Anna. Suppose that means that you're interested in the card. Oh. When a card flies out of the deck, you do what? You read that card. And that's take a moment. But let me tell you, that card did not take a moment. That thing was flying. Okay. All right, Anna. Do not rush into any decisions right now, is what this card tells me. Do not rush into any decisions. Okay. Before you make those choices, before you make those decisions, and this is coming up really, really soon if it hasn't been presented already, take a moment. Let that breath into those decisions. Feel it with your heart. Feel it with your intuition. Whatever you do, do not rush what's coming up. Okay? All right. Much love to you. Mimi Mendoza, great to see you. You say you messaged me. I guess I missed it. I do tend to get a lot of spam messages, so maybe it was buried. All right, let me see. Shuffling for you, shuffling. Okay. All right, Mimi, here we go. Now we're playing with the big cards here. Got the trust card. All right. Card that I pulled for myself quite a bit. All right. It tells me that you might be questioning your intuition. All right. You have to trust spirit. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust what is going on. All right. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust in spirit. All right. They will lead you down the correct path. All right. So this card specifically lets us know, not to be over analytical, not to be over analyzing everything. Okay. To trust the process, to trust the intuition, to trust that you are where you should be. Okay, Mimi? All right. Hope that helps you. All right, Helen. Also, cookies get my attention, just saying. All right. Synchronicities, Helen. Synchronicities is the card for you, okay? Pay attention to those events around you. Pay attention to those repeating numbers. Pay attention to if you're thinking about someone and they send you a text message, okay? These synchronicities right now are spirit getting your attention, okay? So when this happens around you, you need to ask them why or what the message is, okay? And you can do that by just going into your mind. If you see that repeating number or you see something that reminds you of someone, send them a message or ask spirit, what is it I need to know? Okay, because ultimately these synchronicities are a communication to you. Okay, so keep your eyes and ears open for those synchronicities around you, dear. Okay, Debbie, with the intention, you have a card from your brother. Sure. Okay. Your brother is letting you know to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Okay. So, as he's watching, protecting, and guiding over you, you get the sense of frustration that he's like, kind of doing that. Like, come on, sis. Stop working against yourself. Stop self sabotaging yourself. Okay. Oftentimes, Debbie, this is the type of thing that'll come forward, especially from spirit or our guides, if we're questioning ourselves too much. All right. We know what we need to do. We question it and we do something else. We self sabotage. Okay. So he wants you to know to stop doing that. Okay. All right, dear. Much love. Welcome, Jenny. All right. Special guests wants a card. We got. Okay. All right. So 2 cards, the breathe and the strength card. Okay. Strength card lets us know that we have what it takes to overcome what is in front of us, while the breathe card also says, do so, but by being calm, taking a breath, moving forward with that connection to the inner strength. important to breathe, important to be in that state of peace and calm, but of strength as well. Ultimately, it's a combination that lets us know, keep moving forward and not giving up, and knowing that you have the strength to move forward. And much love to you, Melissa. Okay, Jenny, I see you. Got a few more minutes, so no worries. And I see you, Marissa, on YouTube. Just stay there for a moment. Okay, so Jenny, I have the Ground Yourself card. Okay. And I think what's interesting though is I'm also drawn to the tree of life that's represented here as well. I feel like this is a very important symbol for you. Not only does it, bridge us from heaven to earth, it's a very important grounding symbol as well. I do feel that, whenever you feel distracted or that too much energy might be present, that it's very important that you return to the symbolism and ground yourself in whatever meditations you can, or by going outside or, walking barefoot. There's many different ways to do so, but um, definitely resonate with this tree of life with you. Okay, so there's definitely something there for you. The card that was right below it that kind of came out at the same time was also the reach out card. Lets us know that spirit is reaching out to you. Okay, um, and I think it's a beautiful card too. You notice the hand over the heart from spirit, so it's quite beautiful. Um, Make sure that you're grounding yourself and that you're listening to any communications when they might be reaching out. All right. All right, Freddie. Wow, that's a lot. Congratulations on the recovery and healing prayers to your mom. So let's all take a moment and just from our hearts to Freddie's mom, let's send a little bit of healing to them. Okay, so breathe in and exhale out that beautiful green healing energy, imagining that it's surrounding her. Okay, all right, Freddie. So the card that I do have for you is the Find Your Center card. Okay, um, it's a card that really focuses on kind of bringing it all in. All right, and looking at the chat here, there's a lot going on. So there's no question in my mind why Spirit actually pulled this card for you. It's about grounding yourself. It's about bringing yourself back to your center. Okay, to breathe, to focus on being present. Okay, a lot of things are happening. Spirit's acknowledging that. Bring it back to your center. Okay, focus on that grounding. Focus on setting those beautiful intentions. And the card that I just pulled for you, in addition to this one, is actually one of my favorite in the deck. It's the Believe card. All right. So believe in those good, positive intentions. Don't send any negative intentions out into this universe. Okay. fears, doubts, anxieties. Don't do it. Send out good, positive energies, good, positive vibrations. You know, imagine those that are ill being perfectly healed, for example. Not to worry about, the worst possible outcome. Have the best possible outcome in mind. Okay. Good energy, good vibrations moving forward while keeping yourself centered. Okay. All right. All right. So, Marissa. All right. So, instead of a card, I'm going to answer this directly through spirit with you. Okay. All right. So, I'm ultimately getting a yes. Okay. Um, but there does seem to be a little negotiation. Ultimately, though, however, a yes for you. All right. I hope that helps. All right. All right, Sam Kennedy. Yes, you may absolutely have a card. Study card. Wonderful card. So if you're thinking of either picking up a new subject, learning something new book, whatever that might be to you, Spirit is saying, yes, go forward. It is time for you to pick up that new discipline, to pick up that book, to whatever that is to you. Spirit is saying, yes, thumbs up, move forward with that. Okay. It's a card about new education. It's about taking classes, bettering yourself in some way or another is ultimately the meaning behind that card. And Spirit saying you've got the opportunity to do so, do it. Okay, Patricia. All right, so Spirit is saying stay connected to us. Okay, so whatever's going on with you, you may have had certain disruptions in your life. You may have had, kind of like issues where maybe you've, strayed away from what you believe or not. Spirit is saying, listen, we know you're there. You know we're here. Stay connected to us. We're all connected. Okay. So oftentimes, this card will come up, for really busy people. Things might be chaotic in your life. You may be not doing the kind of meditations you used to. You may not be doing the kind of prayers that you have been doing before. It's a reminder from Spirit, to stay connected, to go back to your source. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, my loves. Do you feel my energy dropping quite a bit? So what we're going to be doing right now is my internet's acting weird as well, is to do a reading by number. Okay. So I want you to pick a number. If you did not get a card yet, you're getting a card now. I want you to pick a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What number resonates with you? What number resonates with you? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. My number ones. Those that have selected number ones have dream talk. Okay. These are those dreams that seem like reality. These are those dreams that really are not dreams, they're spirit communications. Okay. So you would wake up from these dreams kind of shocked that it didn't happen. Okay. Ultimately, what's really important is that you analyze what's being said to you in these dreams. Okay. Or the theme behind what's going on in your dreams, my number ones. Because this is a spirit communication. And ultimately, also, I'm feeling that, specific guides will be going through as your dreams as well. Okay. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what is being said, take some notes if you can. Ultimately, we forget these messages really, really quickly. Um, but ultimately, my number ones are being sent messages in their dreams from spirit guides. My number twos need to get out of their way. Self sabotage. Okay. So oftentimes this happens to, people that are very, very over analytical. They overthink things. They end up self sabotaging themselves. Okay. So don't overthink. Follow your intuition, my number twos, and kind of get out of your own way. Okay. All right, my number threes. My number threes have the find your center card. Okay. So if you pick number three, your energy might be kind of all over the place. You might have a lot of anxiety, or you might feel scattered. Okay, number threes. So if this is you, it's time for you to find your center. Time for you to do some grounding work. Okay. Cord cutting to bring it in. All right. You can do this with breath work as well. All right. Okay. So my number fours. Number fours have some work, but ultimately good work. So smile, huh? New beginnings card, my number fours. Okay. So whatever is moving forward in your life right now, Spirit is saying, listen, this is the start of a new beginning here. Okay. So if you selected number four, what is going on in your life right now is ultimately a new beginning. And they can be a little shaky, a little rough at times. Ultimately, it means a lot of things are changing in your life, my number fours. Okay. So embrace that change, move forward with that new beginning. Okay. All right, my dears, I'm quite tired. I didn't get enough sleep last night. So I'm going to end a little bit early, but I will definitely try to have more events for everyone in the near future. So much love to you all. And I'm very grateful for the spirits that did come in at the beginning of the event. And I appreciate and love you all. I'll see you all online really, really soon. Okay.